welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a solid minute since I've uploaded a video. I'm pregnant and I was taking a minute. I don't have a good excuse, but I wanted to do a video today on the makeup that I've been wearing and loving. I'll show you here. It's the Mascara Beauty makeup, and I have had it for a while now, so I got a good feel for the makeup. So I did want to show everybody how I use it. There's a lot of different methods to applying the makeup, making it stay, blending it, the whole 9 yards. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my take on it. There's a lot of negative reviews on the product, so that made me a little bit nervous to order it, but I have honestly loved the heck out of it. So I want to show you what I do to get this look. I'm usually pretty light with contour and blush and things on my face. I've just never felt like I was good at it or I was able to contour, things like that. So to be completely honest, this product has totally opened my doors to adding, you know, three-dimensional color to your face. So if you want to see how I get kind of my daily makeup look and how I use the Mascara hack products, keep watching this video. Okay, let's get started with applying the Mascara Beauty. The first thing that I start with is their Stay Spray. And this is kind of like a setting spray, but I do use it before I put my makeup on. And it does really help, I think, to keep the makeup from moving and sliding all over. It is a cream product, so I think that this really does help. With that said, I think the product is great. I think the spray nozzle is awful. This actually came off of Swayze's Monet Detangler because that came out in a fine mist, so I was hoping that this would help it come out in a fine mist, and I don't know if you can see it. It just doesn't. It comes out like spitting, so I'm not in love with it. The best thing that I actually found to do was I transferred it to this L'Oreal makeup setting spray bottle, and it comes out quite a bit better. So that's what I do first, and it still comes out kind of heavy, but I'll kind of spray that on first and let that soak in. Otherwise, what I found to do is I just spray a couple sprays on my hands and then kind of like pat it in, and that works just as good. Okay, so the first thing that I use is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light Neutral. And the reason why I am using a concealer is, one, because I am 32 weeks pregnant and I've got a lot of redness and some acne. It's honestly not that bad, but I have some redness and acne, discoloration, and funky stuff like that. So I go in with my concealer. You can use the Mascara product as concealer, but I just like this one. I know a lot of people like the Tarte Shape Tape, and I think it works pretty well. So I do it under my eyes. I don't have like necessarily circles under my eyes, I don't think, but I do get some like purple tones kind of under there in the corner, so that really helps. And then it also just helps, right now I have a blemish a zit right there, so it kind of helps do that. I just blend it in with my It Cosmetics, it's like their Kabuki brush, and I love it. So now I will show you the palette here. This is a hack palette. Sorry, the mirror's dirty. This is my highlight color. This is an Aura. And then I got, this is my contour color, and the contour color I got is called Ash. And then my blush here, I can't remember what my blush is called. I'll have to look. I'll put it all in the description box down below. And then this is the highlight for like tops of the cheeks, and that one is, I'll have to put that one down below too, sorry. Anyways, so this is my foundation color here, and this is what they call the highlight color. And here's your movie. And what I was first doing when I first got the palette was dipping my finger in it like this and tapping it where I wanted to put it, which was okay. But what I found is, as you can see, I hit pan super duper fast. And I actually watched a couple video tutorials. I'll link, her name's Harmony Beauty. She's a gal out of Utah, and she was actually kind of where I saw this product. And then there was a gal in my area that I was friends on Facebook with that sells it and was really helpful with color matching and stuff like that. But Harmony was the one that was dipping her finger and putting it on her face, and for me, for whatever reason, I used a ton of product doing that. So Abby was the gal that I ended up getting it from, and she just, you can kind of like dip in it with your brush. The brush that I got, there's a 30-second hack brush, which is kind of a dome shaped, and then this is the detail brush, I believe, and it's kind of a kabuki end. I like this one. I haven't tried the 30-second hack brush, but that's the one that Abby likes, so it's probably really good too. So I dip into my product, my highlight product here, and I start with putting the product under my eyes. And this is where you could totally just use this product as kind of a concealer also. You can dip your finger in and concentrate the product a little bit more over like purple spots under your eyes like I have. But like I said, I just like the, thanks Swayze girl. You got a little runny nose. Okay. The next spot I'll go is, you want to go kind of around your chin and your cheek area. And as you can see, you don't have to go in this midsection here because you're going to put your contour color there, but I do a little bit. I try to just blend it up a little bit so I don't have like a defined space. Okay, now I'll go on my other side here, and I also just kind of pull it down my neck. Nope, don't do that. It'll make it fall. Might be getting some eyeshadow on my face here. Thanks, Swayze girl. Okay. So once you kind of get that blended, you've got your jawline done, your chin, under your eye, cheekbone area, and down. So you kind of have the bottom half of your face done. And I just kind of go over my nose a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do the top half of my face here. And again, your highlight area is kind of in the middle of your forehead, because you're going to put some contour in that area. So do the best you can with it, and you kind of learn as you go where you need it and where you don't. And that's the best thing about it, is you can really like customize it to, you know, where you need more. You can also go in at this point and get a little bit more highlight, tap it in places that you might need a little bit more coverage also. That looks pretty good to me for my skin tone. And what I found is it doesn't work quite as good for me to like drag all over the face. Kind of tap it in a little bit. That's what I found works the best for me. The next thing that I'll do, just because it doesn't look awful, but I do feel like I have a little bit of darkness under my eyes. This is the Sonia Kashuk under eye concealer. What's it called? All Covered Up in Ivory. Where is my little brush? Well, I had a little brush, but I guess I'll use my finger. And I just put that right where the purple tends to be, and that is it. It is kind of a peachy toned product, so you don't want to go crazy with it because it won't look right all over under the eyes, in my opinion, or for my eyes. So I am going to get that where I want it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the same brush and my contour color here, and I just, again, I just dip in like this. Now contouring has been kind of hard for me because I don't have very defined cheekbones. I guess I have defined cheeks, like I have like pretty apparent cheeks, but as far as like finding my contour, I have like a super round face, and even worse when I'm pregnant. So I have found that looking in the mirror straight, I can kind of see where my shadow should be, and that's where you want to put your contour color. Some people like to do fishy lips and find it, but this is what works for me. So this is what I do. And through experience, you can go on pretty stinking heavy with this contour color. 2 reasons. 1, you're gonna blend it out. 2, when you go to set my nose, when you go to set your makeup, you will be blown away at how much that setting powder erases your lines and even some of your color a little bit. So I get it on there pretty heavy like this. And another good trick that I learned from Abby was blend up. Don't blend this contour line down because you really don't want to get this part of your face muddy. So take it and you can kind of blend up with it. What do you want? How about you have this? Can you have that? Okay. So you want to blend up with it. Yeah, okay, here it goes. Put in your handy. There. Like that. And it looks crazy. You can also use a beauty blender to kind of help soften it. You can kind of go along the bottom and soften your line if it's a little like heavy, but try not to blend that bottom line down, if that makes sense. Try and keep it blending up, if that makes sense. The next place I'm going to go with it is kind of around my forehead. If you have a larger forehead, this is excellent to kind of bring it in a little bit. I don't think I have like a particularly large forehead, so I just do it to bring in some color to my face, and I like how it looks, I guess. And then I'll just take the remaining color and go, here you go, kind of around my jawline. I don't do a ton of contouring down my jawline because I just don't. But you totally can if that's something that you like to do. So now that I kind of have that done there, a lot of people like to take the end of this like more domey type brush and go kind of up and down the sides of the nose. Also a contouring hack, and kind of the same situation. I don't have a big nose. I don't really need to like contour the heck out of it, I guess, but I do like how it looks. It kind of puts some color on my face. Can you hold this one now? I'm gonna hold that one. So that's what I do with that, and already I can tell such a huge difference in the shape of my face between this and like regular foundation, because there's color. I have color all over, and it's not just like one blank slate, so I love that. Okay, the next thing I want to use is my blush, and I use a stippling brush. I'm gonna be out of stay spray here because my little girl keeps wanting it on her hand. This is the Sigma Dual Fiber F50 brush, and I take the end of it here and I kind of pinch it and I tap it in there a couple times. Now, this is another tip that I like for my face. Everybody's face is different. I don't like to concentrate my blush on the front apples, which is kind of where most people put it. I kind of like to focus it more back. No, that's not probably a natural place that you would like be blushing, but if I put it up here, it looks like I worked out, and it's bad. So I kind of start it back here, and don't get it too high. I've done that before, and then it looks like it's like running into your eyes. So get it kind of blended in there, and then you can bring it up a little bit. That way you've got some color up front on those apples, but it's not like bam, because I don't like that. Oh, is our phone ringing? Okay, so I'm gonna put my product on again like this and kind of start blending it, and then I'll bring a little bit forward onto my cheeks, and then I just kind of rub the rest of it wherever. As you can see, that blends pretty seamlessly. Oh my sakes, my nose. Pretty seamlessly with your contour, and that's kind of your goal. They kind of just end up meshing together and they look wonderful. You need some more? Okay. There you go. Okay. At this point, I'm going to use my setting spray. Setting powder. This is a Laura Mercier setting powder. You don't have to set it, but I like to, so that's what I do. So, oh, we got a small meltdown, and I lost my mirror. There we go. If anything is creased, I have like pretty legit little creases under my eyes. Go smush those in first. And that's where I'm gonna start with my setting powder. This is a Laura Mercier translucent powder, if I didn't get that out before I started putting it on, and I just put it everywhere. Now you can see how much it toned down my cheek coloring in there. We're having a little like 2-year-old moment. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Now I'm going to use my bronzer to just deepen my cheeks just a little bit, give them a little color if they lost it, kind of re-add. Any other moms out there that know what I'm going through? Just trying to look presentable. I can't. Okay, she's good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bronzer. This step is super optional. This is the Kat Von D contour palette, and I just grabbed the banana powder, and I mostly do this if I feel like I drug too much product around, and then I'm dipping into this bottom one here for under my cheekbones. But if I feel like I drug too much product around and I've got dark where the light needs to be, or vice versa, I'll kind of go through and put that, but it's an optional step. Now I'm going to get my palette again, and I'm going to dip into my highlight color. I like to use my beauty blender for this highlight color. I think it works really well to kind of dip that tip into, but that's one of Swayze's like favorite things to hold on to. So, you know, it's gone. Under my eyelids, or eyebrows a little bit, Cupid's bow, and then I like to take a little bit of this contour color and put it right under here, and that kind of gives the illusion of a poutier lip. The other thing I like to do with it is go right here, kind of in the crease of my eye. I have pretty hooded eyelids, So I like to make kind of a fake shadow, where not most people, but some people would kind of have a natural shadow. I like to make a fake one in there. Yep. Then I just take my bronzer again, dip my eyeshadow brush in there, and just add a little bit of color up there. Not a lot, nothing like crazy eyeshadow doing. For like day-to-day stuff, I just leave it like that. It kind of gives off a cute like bronzy look, and that's totally good enough for me. Let's see. The next thing I want to do is my eyebrows. I use the powder. I ordered the, is this the pomade? And I do not like it. I do not like it. So I'm going to use my powder. I dip into the darker side. This is the blonde color. And I start with the tip and kind of fill that in. I also start with my better brow because I feel like then I can mimic the other one. Then I kind of go along the bottom here and fill him in. You got yours. Okay. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go on with my setting spray. Like that. Let that dry for a second. And then right now I'm liking two mascaras. This is the Lash Paradise mascara, Dentum. And then the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. And I'll do one coat of each. I usually like to curl my lashes, but that is another one of Swayze's favorites. So, it's lost. Do you want some of this? Okay. Here's yours. Okay, we have to share. Okay. Very pretty. Okay, now Mama's turn, Kay. I don't actually put any on her. Whoa. But, hold on just a minute. It's Mama's turn. Oops, we're going to knock our mirror down. Okay, it's your turn. What's on your show? Is that a bear? I don't actually give Swayze any. I just pretend, and she thinks that that's like the best thing ever. Okay. Now the Bad Gal one. I like this Bad Gal one. I feel like it thickens mine, but maybe not. I don't know. It can get them a little bit excessive if I'm not careful with it. And for like my day-to-day look, I don't want them to be like crazy. So this kind of tones it down somehow. I don't know. That's what I like. That's what I like about it. Okay. The last thing I'll do, and I don't do this every day because I don't need it every day if I'm staying home, is I'll take my blush color. Yeah. And it makes, you want some? Okay, just a minute. It makes the prettiest. Okay, how'd you go? Mama dip. Very pretty. It makes the prettiest lip color. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'll do that. Thank you. Okay, Mama do it. Thank you. And then the last thing I'll do is dip into the highlight color so it's not so matte. Some. Okay, how'd you go? There you go. Okay, and that is all I do. And that is with my mascara product, and I love it. I'm going to be ordering another highlight color soon because when I was testing out the product, I went through a ton of it. Do you want some of this? So I went through it really quickly, and so I need to order a little bit more. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. If you have questions about the product, leave them down below. I would be happy to answer your questions. If you like this video though, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! Can you tell them bye? Can you wave? Say bye!